You were not born broken. You were not born lost, confused, spiritually empty, or in need of fixing. You were born with full access to something the entire architecture of modern civilization has spent your entire lifetime trying to make you forget you ever had. And the proof that the forgetting worked is the fact that you're out here searching, consuming content, reading books, attending seminars, paying people to tell you things your own consciousness already knew before you were old enough to be taught to doubt it. This is what the old traditions meant when they talked about spiritual amnesia. And I want to be precise about this because the phrase gets used loosely enough that it loses its actual weight. Amnesia isn't just forgetting. Amnesia is forgetting that you've forgotten. A person with genuine amnesia doesn't walk around thinking, I seem to be missing some memories. They walk around thinking their incomplete picture of reality is the complete one, because the mechanism that would allow them to notice the gap is the same mechanism that got damaged. That's the specific condition most of humanity is operating in right now, not just spiritually unaware, but unaware of the unawareness, which makes it infinitely harder to address than simple ignorance. Think about what you knew as a very young child before language was sophisticated enough to overwrite it. You knew you were connected to everything around you. Separation had to be taught to you. You knew that your inner state and your outer experience were somehow related in ways that defied the logic adults kept trying to install. You knew things about people before they spoke, felt things about spaces before you understood why, operated on a form of direct knowing that the adults around you spent years systematically dismissing as imagination, and eventually replacing with the safer framework of that's not real, here's what's real instead. That replacement process is not random, and it's not incidental to how society functions. It is foundational to it. A human being with full access to their original knowing is extraordinarily difficult to control, to monetize, to keep afraid, to keep consuming, to keep dependent on external authority for basic decisions about their own life. The amnesia is not a side effect of modern civilization. It is one of its primary products, delivered through education systems that reward memorization over wisdom, religious frameworks that position your direct knowing as dangerous and in need of mediation by an institution, media environments that keep your nervous system in a constant low-grade state of threat that makes deeper perception almost impossible, and a cultural consensus that treats anyone who claims direct knowing as either mentally unstable or dangerously naive. The damn thing is, it works. It has worked on almost everyone alive right now to some significant degree. And the evidence is the searching. Every person desperately seeking spiritual truth is carrying proof of the amnesia in the shape of the search itself, because you do not search for something you know you already have. The search is what the forgetting feels like from the inside. Now, before some of you get defensive and tell me you had a perfectly normal childhood and nobody stole anything from you, I want to clarify something. I'm not talking about trauma specifically, and I'm not talking about bad parenting specifically, even though both of those things accelerate the process considerably. I'm talking about the standard operating procedure of a civilization that cannot function at its current scale if the people inside it have reliable access to their own direct knowing. Your parents participated in the amnesia because it was done to them first. Your teachers participated in it because it was done to them first. Nobody sat in a room somewhere and consciously decided to steal your inner knowing from you specifically. The system produces the outcome without requiring anyone to intend it, the same way a river shapes a canyon without intending to. Here's what that means for you right now. Your mind makes it real, and that includes the amnesia itself. Every time you consent to the idea that spiritual truth is something you need to receive from outside yourself, something you haven't earned yet, something that requires more validation from someone who got there before you, you are actively participating in your own forgetting, not because those resources have no value, but because the moment you position them as the source rather than as mirrors reflecting something you already carry, you've handed the authority back to the outside, which is precisely where the amnesia wants it. Your mind is your greatest friend or your greatest adversary. And right now, the question is whether it's helping you remember or helping you stay convinced there's nothing left to remember. So if spiritual amnesia is the condition, what does the actual process of remembering look like? And why is it so different from what most spiritual content is currently selling you? Remembering is not acquiring. That distinction is the entire ball game. And missing it is exactly how people spend years accumulating spiritual knowledge and still feel just as empty as when they started, sometimes emptier, because now they have the added weight of all the frameworks that didn't deliver what they promised. Acquiring means adding something new from outside. Remembering means removing the obstruction between you and something that was always already there. These are opposite operations, and they require completely different approaches. All the reading, all the courses, all the teachers, when they work not because they installed something new in you, but because they temporarily removed enough noise that you could hear something you already knew. When they don't work, it's because they added more content on top of the noise without ever addressing the noise itself. This is why silence is so threatening to a consciousness that has been running on amnesia for a long time. Silence removes the external input that the amnesia depends on to maintain itself. Sit with no phone, no content, no input, no distraction for long enough, and things start surfacing that don't feel like new information at all. They feel like recognition, like I already knew this and somehow forgot. That feeling of recognition is not imagination. It is the actual texture of remembering, distinct from learning, precisely because learning feels like addition and remembering feels like return. Let me say something that might sting a little because I think it needs to be said to some of you directly. Some of you have been on this spiritual path for 5, 7, 10 years, consuming everything, studying everything, and you are still fundamentally waiting, still waiting to feel ready, still waiting for the confirmation, the sign, the teacher who finally says the thing that makes it all click into place. And what I need you to hear is that the waiting itself is the amnesia's most elegant trap, because it keeps you perpetually positioned as someone who doesn't have it yet, which means it never has to address the fact that you already do. The search feels productive. The search feels like progress, but a search that never ends isn't progress. It's a holding pattern. And at some point you have to ask yourself, who benefits from you staying in the search rather than arriving at the knowing? Here's the part that should genuinely shift something for you. The spiritual truth you are searching for is not at the end of the search. It is what's doing the searching. The awareness that notices you're lost is not itself lost. The consciousness that feels disconnected is not disconnected at the level that actually matters. You cannot be the thing that's looking and also be completely absent from the place you're looking. Something is already here, already aware, already intact beneath everything that got layered on top of it. And the amnesia is specifically the belief that something needs to be found elsewhere, earned through suffering, or received from somebody who has more of it than you do. I'll be real with you, because some of you need to hear this said with actual conviction rather than gentle suggestion. It's damn near insulting, if you think about it, that the most sophisticated thing inside you, the awareness itself, gets treated like the least reliable source in the room. You'll trust a stranger on a podcast, a book written by someone you've never met, an algorithm that doesn't know you exist, before you'll trust the thing that's been with you every single moment of your entire life without a single exception. That's not humility. That's amnesia doing its job. And the people and systems that benefit from your continued dependence on external authority are very much counting on you never noticing the difference. I'm not telling you to stop learning. I'm telling you to change your relationship to what you're doing when you learn. Stop consuming as a substitute for trusting. Stop adding as a substitute for returning. Every single thing you've ever read that felt true because something in you already recognized it. That recognition was you. That was the part of you that never actually forgot, reaching up through all the noise to say, yes, this is real. I remember this. Honor that. Trust that. That's not external validation making you smart. That's you remembering yourself one piece at a time, and you don't need anyone's permission to let that process accelerate. The remembering doesn't require a new teacher. It requires enough stillness and enough honesty for you to stop running from what's already inside you. Start there. Everything else is commentary.